Welcome back, Lovestylers. I'm Misty. Today we're going to be talking about feeling tired all the time. So if you feel tired all the time, keep listening. I have 3 easy solutions. There's many more than that, but we're going to start with 3 today. Now, I have to admit, I do not feel tired hardly ever. And I know that sounds like hard to believe, Misty. Like, come on now. Please. Never, like almost never. I feel like it has a lot to do with the lifestyle changes that I personally have made in the last 5 years. I got rid of alcohol. I lost 55 pounds. I eat low carb. I eat keto and carnivore. I do intermittent fasting every day. I also do not need medication for any reason, and especially not for high blood pressure. So I'm very proud of these things. But today we're talking about feeling fatigued for no specific reason, it seems like. Even on a weekday when things are a little on the slow side and you're not running around, you would wonder, why would you be tired? So the reason I wanted to do this video is because most of the time, the most common response from people when I ask them, how are you? Is, I'm fine. The other half of the time, I want to say, people say to me, I'm tired, as their response. And it's so often, it's been bothering me for a long time. And I've been wanting to do a video about this for a long time. So today, I want to talk about 3 main things that we can do to fix feeling tired all the time. Now, I do promote a low-carb lifestyle. If you haven't gotten to that point, hear me out today, and we'll just talk about getting the fatigue out of your life and feeling more alert, more energized, and more alive. We want to thank you for tuning in to Lovestyle today, and I want to send out an appreciation to everybody who tunes into my channel on a regular basis. And even if you're new here, welcome to Lovestyle. Keep tuned in. If you want to stay on track this year, I will just remind you of little things, little pivots we can make to improve our lifestyle. So my first tip today is, of course, removing stress from your life. If, where, and whenever possible. Now, I can't say that all of the time we are never going to be stressed and you have to be perfect. But the first part I want you to pay attention to when thinking about removing stress in your life is recognizing and realizing what things stress you out. You may not quite be aware of it. And I know this has happened to me year after year, not really being so conscious of the things that stress me out the most. And I'll give you some examples in a moment. When you're stressed out, the hormone in your body called cortisol goes up. You do not want your cortisol to go up. So cortisol is a hormone in the body, the fight or flight hormone, based on fear and things like this. So when your cortisol goes up, your body does not like it. Your cortisol goes up when you're stressed out. When a pork chop gets more likes than your content on social media, that can make you feel stressed out. I know it does for me, and that's just a silly example, but it is actually something that stresses me out. A lot of times, family can stress you out. Talking to somebody in the family and they really just have bad news all the time and they can't figure out their stuff. You want to be loving. You want to be supportive. And you have those friends that keep complaining and complaining some more. And you're trying to ascend in your life. You're trying to protect your energy bubble from so much negativity. So these are some things that I know happen to me and probably happen to you occasionally. And you may not realize that this can actually affect your stress levels. So another way to look at it might be, loving somebody from a distance. And I don't mean you have to move away from somebody if they irritate you, but you could possibly limit the time that you are around negative people and letting go of control. When you talk about all of the things going on in the world or watching the news or talking about politics, these are some of the things that I know I have a sensitive soul towards these things and I get very, very emotional. So I cannot participate in certain conversations that have to do with politics. I know myself and I know I have to pull away from that and say, I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to control what I can control in my life, and that is lifestyle choices, how I eat, how I sleep. Letting go of control is very hard when you see all these mistakes being made around you and you want to help out because you're a nice individual. But you have to let go of control of some of these things. It's not your job sometimes. So getting emotionally taxed from these things is not good for your system. And your cortisol will go up if you are too stressed. And you don't want your cortisol to go up. That is saved for emergency situations when you need it. Another thing with stress, to avoid becoming tired, because your body will use that energy and you won't realize why you're so tired after a stressful situation has come about, is realizing that you can forgive. Forgive people for the mistakes they have made. Forgive yourself, even more so, for the mistakes that you may have made. And say, you know what? We are not perfect. And this idea of perfection has just got to go. It just doesn't work. And when someone has hurt your feelings and you have a hard time forgiving, that can stay inside your body. That can cause you to be very, very fatigued. It's strange. You wouldn't think that has anything to do with being tired, but it does. And something happened to me recently where I got a little stressed out only for about 2 hours. And I don't get stressed out a lot lately, guys, but I actually was exhausted after this. My second solution, so you don't feel so tired or fatigued, is, of course, getting more sleep/exercise. I'm putting these in the same category. So, of course, when you exercise, you will feel tired right after. But it's very, very strange that when you implement a good amount of exercise, a moderate even amount of exercise in your life, you will sleep better. This is happening to me right now. I am starting to really, really, really love the sleep that I'm getting. Deep sleep. Sleep where you don't wake up 10 times. And I know it's because I've implemented a little bit more exercise lately into my life. So I'm doing a lot of walking, 3 to 4 miles, probably 5 times a week now. Since Andrew and I have implemented a little bit longer of a walk, we have been sleeping like babies. So just even adding a little bit more exercise to your routine may help you sleep at night. Therefore, the next day you have more oxygen in your blood. You have a little more alertness. You don't feel as tired when you're getting more exercise, which sounds like counterintuitive, I know, but it's really, really true. And I'm living it right now, guys. I really like the sleep I'm getting by adding a little bit longer workout to my regimen. If you would have talked to me 6 months ago, I was exercising, but I was not pushing it just a little bit further to the point where it feels kind of uncomfortable. Now, I've always heard about this, and I've been a little bit lazy in the past when it comes to workouts and adding more time to my workout because, sometimes working out feels a little bit like work, like a chore. But I'm starting to consider it as part of my self-care, as part of loving myself enough to go a little bit extra. When you want to quit, go a little bit extra, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 10 more reps, even if it's another half mile to your walk. And these little things make a huge difference, not only in how your body looks, but also how your body functions. We are meant to move. We are not meant to stay in the house looking at screens all of the time. I know we live in a modern society where this is unavoidable, but so much of it, let's question how much time we're putting into that kind of thing, when we could be putting it towards our walk, our workout, our being outside. And that leads me to another thing, being outside, you're covering two things at once. We know that light has a lot to do with sleep. And if you haven't looked into this, guys, it's very, very interesting. So the circadian rhythm that we should be following, the natural rhythm of light coming up when we wake up and the sun going down when it's time to sleep soon, is a real thing. It's laid out perfectly for us. And even candlelight, fireplace lights, campfires, and red light therapy are all part of the circadian rhythm that your body enjoys when it knows it's about time to go to bed. So you could even use candles. For example, if you don't have a fireplace or a campfire or some red light, you can just put a candle on it. It does something to the brain to promote melatonin in the body, natural melatonin in the body. To start promoting melatonin means it's almost time for bed. You need a good amount in your body to happen naturally. And light actually helps you do this. So this will help with your sleep, which in turn will help with feeling more alert and awake and not so sleepy on a regular day or during your work days or on the weekends even. It's your body's natural hormone response to light that gets you ready for bed. So this amber light that we're talking about to mimic the sunset. And my third solution, so you don't feel tired all the time or even some of the time or feeling fatigued a lot, is proper fuel. The easy part, water. Please implement at least another cup or bottle of water in your life. This tiny pivot, this tiny change you can make will make a difference in your sleep. Your body needs water, more water than you're probably drinking right now. And I don't mean gallons. I mean, use your intuition with this. Your body knows when it has enough water. And it also knows when you don't have enough water because you'll be thirsty. So implementing a little bit more clean, not tap, water in your life will make a huge difference. Of course, you guys know I love a low-carb lifestyle. If you haven't tried the keto diet, look into it. It's very, very fun and doable. And even the carnivore diet, if you want to heal from the inside first, like I prefer to do, the carnivore diet these days, because it happens faster for me when I can fix my liver, my gut microbiome, and work from there. So I'm talking about the main stuff being you want to have enough protein in your diet, good protein, not packaged protein, meat. Of course, you want your eggs to be part of your diet on a regular basis. Eggs are my number one superfood. Check out my video here about eggs being my number one superfood. And if Easter is a problem for you with all of the chocolate, I'm going to just throw in here that you can eat the hard-boiled eggs, because people made Easter eggs to stop you from eating the bad chocolate. We also are implementing vegetables, of course, if we like them. A lot of people turn to salads. Don't buy bottled salad dressing. Make your own, I say. And that's very easy. And staying away from packaged foods. If it's in a package, it's probably not good. Also, another great tip for putting good fuel in your body so you don't become fatigued or feel tired all the time is implementing pink salt. So the Morton salt, the iodized salt that we have all grown up on, because it's like, I can't even think of another brand, really. It's no good. Change your salt. Change your salt to pink Himalayan salt. Also, vitamins can help you. If you feel fatigued a lot and you haven't stepped up your vitamin game, if you find that vitamins give you a little bit of a pep and you want to just be safe, I'm no expert on vitamins. I'm still doing my research, but vitamins can be helpful to help you not feel tired. And when I say give your body great fuel so you can not feel tired and you can be alert and awake and enjoy your life, I do not mean drink energy drinks. There's a lot of energy drinks that are out there that are just loaded with crappy ingredients. So I want you to consider, if you're drinking an energy drink of any type, Gatorade Zero, the little packages that you put in your water that are supposed to be healthy, read the ingredients. Don't be afraid to read the ingredients, because these are never going to be better than water for your body. Never, ever, ever will they be better than water. We want to thank you for tuning into Lovestyle today, listening to Black Eyed Soul. That's our band. Andrew and I record right here in this room, and you can find our music anywhere you find streaming music or at blackeyedsoul.com. And my truth bomb today, guys, is I don't feel tired hardly ever. And I feel funny even saying that because I feel like no one's going to believe me. But my friends and my loved ones know that I have a lot of energy. And switching to a low-carb lifestyle 5 years ago, giving up alcohol and drinking a lot of water, including my pink salt, and getting 7 hours of sleep as much as possible, I'm not perfect, has changed me as an individual. I am on top of the world, and I feel terrific just about every day. I get tired occasionally if I walk 4 miles and it's the end of the day and it's 8 p.m., almost bedtime. But other than that, I don't feel myself getting tired. And if you would love to see what that feels like, I want you to consider these 3 tips today and realize that even if you get a little less than 7 hours and you're getting more than usual, the small pivots will help. So use these tips that I've given you today and see if it helps. And you can also comment or ask me anything if you need more advice. I will answer you. Thank you for tuning in to Lovestyle today. We'll see you next time. Peace out.